what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecock. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Going for the marker on the ground. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult position.
Just steamrolling the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it. Score. Touchdown, Texas!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Rios. Got it in the middle, it's Riddick. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Riddick. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Rios. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down with a big play. Will move the sticks. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Buying some time. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Rios. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Still on his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick tempo here for the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Power football with the run. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. With the catch, it's Agbada. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Finley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks up the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. He'll do it himself. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a man. It's Rios. He makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have a...
Turning it on! Bulldozes his way through. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Finley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Thrust that arm out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you've got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Rios. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Complete to the tight end. Gain of 18.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Henry. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just ran him over. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fitted in the window for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today,
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Gamecocks are marching down the field.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Flips it out in the flat. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where you're...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
South Carolina.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the 1st down. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him just a length or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try to get the first through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50. Past the 40. Then inside the touchdown Longhorn. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.